For reals, I need a selfie stick so bad. Real quick, I'm sorry for no video on Thursday. My buddy Eric showed up in his special edition Scion, his TRD. This thing is so sick. It is one of the nicest Scion XBs I've ever seen. Really well done inside and out. I'm going to let you guys take a look at that real quick, and I'll tell you why he came over. Boom. This thing is full pimp my ride status.
The back seat's a little messy.
Yeah. So my buddy Eric was watching my e-brake video, my e-brake build, and he came up to me and he was like, hey, he's like, were you hand drilling those holes? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I thought so. They look like shit. I was like, oh, well, thank you. I try my best. And he goes, no, you need a drill press. And I was like, I know, I really do, but, you know, it's just, there's no funds for it right now, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, well, I have a gift for you, so I'll stop by after work. And this guy brought me a drill press. Can you believe that? All right, so here it is. He said he bought it, used it once for what he needed it for, and then it just sat in his garage collecting dust. It still had, like, packaging around the light and everything. This thing is virtually brand new. So that's awesome. That's going to make a lot of projects in the shop a lot easier. So you guys already know about this if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. So there was one thing I promised him I would do once I got this drill press. And that is, of course, fix this bracket. This part of this bracket, to be exact. The part where the clutch master goes in. So I'm going to fix that and also flip this to where it's actually vertical like it should be, because he was also giving me a hard time about that. So to say thank you for the drill press, I will build this the way you like. So first things first, I'm just going to strip it down and then I'm going to grind off the old bracket. Okay, so I got it all stripped down. The old bracket cut off, and now I just need to cut a piece of metal that is as long as this is tall. And then luckily came with this little gasket that I could use as a perfect template. Alright, so the new bracket is cut. Now for the fun part, to see if I could even figure out how to use this thing. I got these hole saws, which I've never used before, so I have to figure out how to use these. And then figure out how to put them in this, which should just be like a normal drill, but still, it's like vertical. Alright, so I really don't know if these clips are going to hold, but I have it perfectly in the center of that piece. And I guess we're just going to start drilling and hope for the best. Alright, I was able to figure it out. I got the piece all drilled up and deburred, and now I am ready to just tack weld it in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so I got it all bolted up the proper way, and it's looking good. And the part came in the mail that I needed to wire it up, so I was pretty stoked about that. However, it is way too small. So I was trying to figure out what kind of adapter I would need. I was thinking about just JB welding it. I just don't know how well that would hold. I'm half tempted just to try it, and if it fucks it up, I could always just try again later. But I found out it takes the same size as that thread, that hole that I just rethreaded in the SR20, which means it takes a 12M by 1.25, I think, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. And then I believe that this is a 1/8 inch NPT adapter, whatever that one like brake line thing is. But there's one easy way to tell, and that is that's what that hole right there is. So I started taking off the water neck so I could take this piece off, because I have to do that anyways. So I was going to take it off and make sure that that is what this size is, when I noticed this. So when the motor fell off of the lift, this is what took all the damage. So this is what the motor fell on. This is what broke. And that fucking sucks. Damn it. Nothing can just work out. So this is what broke. So now I need to buy another one. Might as well just pick up an S14 one if I can. Even though I already have the adapter and the adapter from this to my oil line or my coolant line. But I don't even know. So I'm going to finish taking this off and see if that's what that size is. But honestly, I'm half tempted just to JB weld it, to be quite frank. Well, it is the 1/8 inch NPT or whatever that those letters are, but it is that size. So I guess I'm gonna check Amazon real quick and see if I could Amazon Prime the adapter for that. Well, it looks like this is a 1/8 inch NPT, and this size on that is more than likely a 1/4 inch NPT. That would make sense. It looks about twice as big and stuff like that. And when I looked up the 12M by 1.25, that's what came up. So I'm going to assume that that's what it is, and Amazon does sell a 2-pack of that adapter for $7. So instead of just JB welding it and getting it done tonight, which I fucking really wanted to do, instead I'm just going to just buy the adapter, wait for it to come in the mail. It should only be 2 days, and then I'll be able to do it right. So that's how that wrapped up. It's a bummer about the SR20 water neck. Like, that's shitty. So I'm gonna see if anybody has one cheap on the yard sale website or like the classified SoCal websites. Or if any of you have one, they're really light, so they could probably ship super cheap. So if any of you guys have one, let me know and I'll buy it off you guys first. That way to try to share the love. Well, that's where I'm going to call it for tonight because I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some food. My family just got home, so we're going to go eat. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get the e-brake done. I had everything ready. It was supposed to be done this episode. But it's a bummer that it doesn't work out that way. Sometimes that's life. So the part will be in the mail in a few days, and when it does arrive, we will put it all together, and it should be just plug and play, simple, easy wiring and all that. And then I will host a live stream that night as soon as it's done, so we can test it out together. So if you guys want to join me for that, that'd be sick. Enough rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. My baby's crying. She wants me to go in there. Eric, if you're watching, thank you again for that. That made this whole project way more professional. So, thank you guys again. This has been Spiff. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, got it all. Ooh. Almost dropped my phone. The wife bought me coffee. What a keeper.